Welcome to our first art exhibit at Bellows Falls Historical Society Museum, here at 46 Canal Street. Two local artists who were friends and well known in the Bellows Falls area, Virginia Fontaine Clark and Antoinette Derling. Virginia Fontaine Clark of Bellows Falls, Vermont has been painting as a hobby since 1962, except for several years when she worked as an editor and photographer of the Bellows Falls Shopper. Her love of Vermont and New Hampshire, along with her passion for bright color, have greatly influenced her paintings. The mountains, the rivers, the lakes, and farmland in this region offer a multitude of subjects of her landscapes and country structures. Virginia Fontaine said, "Each artist has a personal way of maintaining, and it would be difficult to put a name on my style. Painting with brushes and other times using painting knives, the results are different from one painting to the next. My choice of media is acrylic, though the first few years I worked with oil." Picture up here is the Gageville Covered Bridge, and that was by Virginia Clark Fontaine. And that's on loan from Matt Tomberg. Virginia Fontaine is Matt's great aunt. Nan started painting after she retired and her family was grown. She took art lessons from Brattleboro and Springfield community colleges, and anywhere a good class and instructor could be found. She studied with Robert Collier, Joy Descoteau, Robert Parson, Robert O'Brien, and Gerard Doucette, and Howard Hill. She belonged to the Saxon River Art Guild, the Keene Art Guild, and Sharon Art Center. Her paintings are in private homes from Boston to Seattle and were displayed locally at the Framery in Bellows Falls and the Colony Mill Marketplace in Keene. Nan, she loved to paint with feeling. She made people come to life and painting scenes that make you remember where you've been. To paint a portrait of a lovely grandchild was her pleasure. She said she had long looked forward to and had to find the skills to do it. Nan would take her printed note cards and she would use them for different things, and actually she sent this one to her friend Virginia Clark at Christmas, and it said, "Hi Virginia, I hope you have a wonderful Christmas and a happy healthy New Year. It's been fun loving you for a friend, and what would I would have done without you? Lots of love, Nan Derling." This is the picture of her grandchild that she did, her granddaughter Madeline, and this was her result of taking classes and things and being able to paint, to give her the pleasure of painting her granddaughter. This here is the Canada geese, and this is by Virginia Clark, and this is up at the Rockingham, Vermont, up at the Cove. Bellows Falls North by Antoinette Derling, and this is the main part of the square. These two pictures here are both of the same, and they are from the Rockingham Meeting House. We hung the two of them to demonstrate what two artists did at totally different pictures. This picture up here is from titled Almost Spring, the Connecticut River north of Bellows Falls, and that's by Virginia Clark. This picture here is also by Virginia Clark, and it's the old barns at Rockingham, Vermont. These two pictures here are from Antoinette Derling. The first one is looking across the Connecticut River to North Walpole, New Hampshire, and this one is Bellows Falls on a Sunday morning. This picture here is also from Antoinette Derling. This is the railroad bridge here in Bellows Falls. These pictures here are all from prints from original paintings that Virginia Clark did. They start over here. This is the Hull Bridge out in Saxon River. The Steamtown train back in 1963, and the painting was titled Round the Bend. This here is the Summer Solitude is a swan, most likely probably on the Connecticut River, and Twin Falls on the Saxon River in Westminster, Vermont. This is Bellows Falls Canal. Early color on Maynard's Pond here in Bellows Falls. And this is an early shot of Bellows Falls, Westminster Street towards the square. And of course the Arch Bridge, which was here in Bellows Falls. Robinson Paper Company, and this was by Antoinette and Derling. And this picture up here is Pond Road Gate. It's from the 1900 picture, and it has quite an interesting story, and this is by Virginia Clark. The print was made from a painting, she said, that I did from a black and white photo taken by my great aunt, Aurora Grignan Smith, around the 1900s. The gate was at the entrance to Maynard's Pond of Rockingham Road on Route 5. The land was owned by Mr. and Mrs. Cortez Morgan all the way to the pond from Tuttle Street. This picture here, the next one, is Winter in Bellows Falls, and that was by Nan Derling. And this was Lake Willoughby, Vermont, and by Virginia Fontaine Clark. It's called October Bouquet. It was a painting by Virginia Fontaine Clark back in 1964. This painting here is called Golden Time. It's Westminster, Vermont, the Connecticut River, and that's by Virginia Fontaine Clark. This is titled Three Tulips by Antoinette and Derling. Birches in the Woods by Virginia Fontaine Clark, and she painted that in 1983. These two pictures here are by Antoinette and Derling. The first one is called Raga and a Babushka. It is a lady chopping wood outside, and she has her babushka on, so she must have been Polish, because babushka in Polish means hat. This is Nan Derling. This is called Man on the Rocks. This is a self-portrait that was done in pastels. There's two photographs here. These are photos that were taken by Virginia Clark. Virginia worked for the Bellows Falls Shopper for a number of years, and she was an editor, photographer, and a writer. And these pictures were submitted to the 30th Invitation Salon of the Combined Camera Clubs, one being Brattleboro Camera Club, back on May 15th in 1969. The first photo is of the Big Push to Build a Bridge, it was called, and this was replacing the Gageville covered bridge after the fire in 1967. And the second photo is replacing flashboards at the New England Power Company Dam. We're going to step out here, and this is called Birthday Flowers by Antoinette and Derling. And this is the Adams Gristmill, our gem and treasure here in Bellows Falls. And the circular is 1831, and this was done by Virginia Clark. This is called Autumn Serenity, and it's by Virginia Clark. And this one here is October Reds, and this is Bromley Mountain up in Vermont here. And Winter by Antoinette and Derling. The Bellows Falls Historical Society would like to thank the Durling family for the use of Antoinette and Derling's paintings and prints from her original work. The Bellows Falls Historical Society would also like to thank Larry Clark for the use of his mother, Virginia Fontaine Clark's paintings and prints from her original work, and Matt Tomberg for the use of the painting of Virginia Clark's Gageville Bridge, and also Dr. Timonthy Johnson, the use of the paintings by Nan Durling.